Good morning, Manchester, New Hampshire. All right, so good morning. I just cruising around Manchester, New Hampshire, looking for a place to get some breakfast, and I think I'm gonna go and check out one of my one of the old places that I used to go to all the time. Whether it was 2 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning, after getting out of the club, or 11 o'clock at night, all of a sudden, urge strikes you, you're hungry, grab something to eat, and you don't feel like cooking. This place that I'm going to is also kind of a famous place. I mean, every year you have the New Hampshire primary. It's where all the potential presidential candidates like to visit. Manchester, New Hampshire is kind of a hub of activity for election central, so to speak. A lot of candidates will make or break their entire candidacy in Manchester, and there's a few places around this city that presidential hopefuls like to visit, and also celebrities. The place I'm talking about is the Red Arrow Diner. The Red Arrow Diner has been around for a long time. At one point, there was a few different locations. And now it's just one location, I believe, that I'm aware of, and that's the original location. And it's kind of neat when you walk in there. It's an old diner style, and kind of retro like when you walk in there. Every seat has a plaque in front of it, a little plaque with the names of the celebrities, or just general famous public figures or icons, whatever, that have sat in that seat. Adam Sandler, Bill Clinton, all the President Bushes, and so many other people, famous people. Sarah Silverman. There's probably so many more that I can't even think of. There's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of them. But those are just some off the top of my head. I always try, when I go there, and sit where Adam Sandler sat. It's a seat that when you walk in, it's right in front of you. It's a few seats down from where the register is. I haven't been there in a few years, so maybe where the register used to be. I don't know. But I always try and sit in Adam Sandler's seat. So, at any rate, I am right now turning on to Elm Street in Manchester, which will bring me up to Lowell Street in Manchester. And Lowell Street is my target location for hitting up the Red Arrow Diner. So you can kind of see the downtown area of wonderful Manchester, New Hampshire. So there you go, Manchester, New Hampshire. On the right is that big dome structure. That's Verizon Wireless Arena. It's pretty cool. When I used to live in Manchester, the Verizon Wireless Arena is host to all kinds of events and concerts, bringing in major people from all over the country and the world. Right now, just in the front of it, looks like there's Motley Crue, Final Tour. Wow, Shania. I didn't know Shania was even still touring. Ringling Brothers Circus, and looks like Boston Celtics. So that's all pretty cool. Maybe except for the Shania part. But at any rate, yeah, Verizon Wireless Arena, great little venue to go. There's really not a bad seat in the house the way that they got it set up. It's pretty awesome. Just checking out some of the sites for the first time that have changed. Right here on the right, you got Queen's Pub. Man, that place has changed. That used to be a totally different place. That used to be a pretty run-down, diner-like restaurant. Good place to go to grab a coffee and something cheap to eat, but also had a big bar in the middle of it, big U-shaped bar. So, a little further on the right here, GW Hills. I used to like to go to that place. Kind of pricey. Looks like it's closed, and there's another place that's coming soon. It is a smoke shop. I'll have to check that out and see how it compares to the one that I work at in Virginia. Coming down through past City Hall Plaza. The mayor of Manchester is around. For the most part, everything pretty much looks the same. Little, you know, some updates, some new businesses, some new sites to see, some old sites to see. Pretty excited overall of what I'm looking at. But I just happened to notice that my Dunkin' Donuts is gone. Man. It was a great location. There was a Dunkin' Donuts and also Papa John's. To the right of me is Cesario's Pizza, also a famous place to go. President Bush, the second President Bush, went there and actually went behind the counter and served pizza to people, which is kind of cool. I think term. So I'm coming up on Lowell Street. Red Arrow Diner is here on the right, and I'm gonna pull in. Actually, there's a parking spot right across the street. I'm gonna park right here. Front row seat. Nothing wrong with that. Can't complain. Alright. And on the left here is Gaucho's. It's a Brazilian steakhouse. It looks like that place is still there. That's good to see that they're still doing good. They have some awesome steak there. It's an unlimited, all-you-can-eat steak buffet. I mean, what's wrong with that? I mean, it's steak. And it's unlimited. So, there's nothing wrong with that. But it's kind of pricey. But anyway, what do you expect? It's steak. So, let me take my phone off the mount here. Sorry if it gets all kind of wobbly. And as you can see, there is the world famous Red Arrow Diner right there. Let me zoom in here. Kind of focus. Yep, 24 hours, 7 days a week. They only close on Christmas Eve for like 4 hours, which is kind of cool. It's kind of like a place you can always go to and know that they will always be there. So anyways, I'm going to go in, grab myself some food.